Senator Kennedy puts this smug, woke witness in his place. You have to check this out.
What is carbon dioxide?
I went to high school, but that's carbon dioxide is a gas.
Okay.
I'm not a professional to talk about carbon dioxide so much, but
Well, you want us to abolish it, right?
no, there's always going to be carbon dioxide.
Right. So what is it you want us to do? Let me back up, because I want to, I mean, you're here as an expert. Tell me more about what carbon dioxide is.
I'm here as an expert cross-country skier who sees the changes in my winters and the landscape that I live in Alaska. And so carbon dioxide is what I see it as is, it's a gas that exists in our atmosphere. And
What, is it the major part of our atmosphere? Or?
it's a huge part of our atmosphere, yes.
It's actually a very small part of our atmosphere.
Well, okay. But, yeah, I don't know. What are you asking specifically?
Well, you say we need to reduce carbon dioxide emissions. I'd like to know first if you know what it is. You want us to abolish fossil fuels?
I never said that.
You never have said that?
No.
Okay. What do you think we ought to do with fossil fuels?
What will we do with fossil fuels?
Yeah. Should we make any changes?
I would like to see a decrease in the use of fossil fuels. I think there's a possibility to use more electric generation.
Okay. Over what period of time? 10 years, 50 years, 100 years?
That's not, I would like to see it come as fast as possible while continuing.
How fast?
Sorry?
How fast?
I don't have a
You
good
don't
answer
know?
for that, no.
Okay. You just think, well, how much will it cost for us to become carbon neutral in the United States by 2050?
I'm not a professional on that. I don't have an answer.
You don't have any idea?
No.
You just think we ought to spend the money?
I'm not an economist.
Yeah, but it's going to cost money. You realize that?
Yeah, but we've also talked about the trade-off of what the cost of climate change as emergencies will cost in the future also. So
Right, but it's going to cost trillions of dollars to become carbon neutral by 2050, right?
I do not know.
You don't know. Well, when my colleagues invite witnesses to come to us to tell us, advise us on passing legislation, I always check out the background of our witnesses, because I like to know who I'm talking to. I checked yours out, Mr. Schumacher, and I want to be sure I understand it as I evaluate your testimony. On June 8, 2020, you tweeted, I'm going to quote, "The war on drugs was intentionally created to incarcerate black people en masse," end quote. Who intentionally created the war on drugs to put black people in jail? Who were you talking about?
I don't remember typing that.
You don't?
No.
It's on your Twitter feed.
Maybe a retweet. I don't know. I haven't used that in a while.
Well,
Also,
even
it
if
doesn't
it's a
seem like
retweet, it shows your support, right?
Maybe, yeah. But it's not the topic of this conversation.
Right, but it has to do with you're here giving us advice.
Okay, so I think I got it. This guy calls himself an athlete because he skis a lot. And he's complaining about either the lack of snow or the conditioning of the snow that over time, I guess, has changed for him, and he's not liking it. So the Democrats brought him in to be an expert witness on this, but I guess only as an athlete, about climate change. So the questions that Senator Kennedy are asking him is really questions that have to do with someone who wants to push climate change. In other words, Kennedy's making a subtle point here. And he's saying, to just say that you support climate change, and you actually are going above and beyond by sitting in that chair as an expert witness to share his story as to why he's support of climate change, You should be doing more. You should be more curious, and you should be doing more to understand what climate change really is. What is that policy? What is it going to take to make it happen? What is it going to cost? If you are truly passionate about climate change, you should have all that information. That's Kennedy's point. Like, you can't just sit there as an expert witness because you're an athlete that skis a lot and you don't like the way the snow conditions have been over the past few years, and you just blame it on climate control or climate change. So that's Kennedy's point. And this guy just refusing to ask questions. I mean, I kind of felt sorry for him because, like, you could tell, like, in his head, he's like, dude, what are you asking me these questions for?